Peace. What up? What up? What up? Shout out to the entire WBL fam. This is Patrick Washington, aka Black Picasso of the Almighty, still Almighty Poem Season. I am here to kind of warm y'all up, get y'all ready. I know it's cold, it's brick outside, but it doesn't matter because we have some of the hottest young poets who are they've been prepping, they've been getting ready. They have spent the last couple of months marinating, writing, and kind of learning and gathering up more life, and they're about to bring it to you. We're going to spend today, this afternoon, just kind of talking to our slam team, the 2020 DMV Youth Poetry Slam Team, and we're going to kind of talk about their experiences. We're going to meet the new faces. We have several young poets who are vying for the chance. They want to knock some poets out. And they want that spot. So we're going to talk about what that looks like. We're going to talk about the slam season. We're going to talk about what makes a good slam poem. It was my birthday. That's why those are the balloons. I'm just going to let them up there. I'm celebrating my birthday until those balloons come down. So I'm making sure that you all know it's still good over here. Let's take a moment. I want to shout out the fam. I want to shout out the one and only the coach of the DMV Youth Poetry Slam Team. His name is Patrick Matam, aka Pages, the one and only Pages. I don't know if he wants to say what's up real quick, but I just wanted to give him a shout out and let him know that he is loved and we expect great things, brother. What's up?
What's good? What's up? What's good, everybody? Name's Pages, aka DJ Bonnet, aka Bonnet Daddy. How's everybody doing? It's looking forward to this next beautiful season and this next, despite all of the craziness of this world. That we're able to find solace and love and just still be in fellowship and community despite all of the things that are going on. So I'm really, really looking forward to all of the amazing art that everybody's going to produce. I'm looking forward to just vibing, man, just vibing and just like creating the world that we want to see. So shout out to everybody. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all so much for watching, and shout out to all of the young people that's about to do all of the dopeness. Oh, and also happy belated to you too, fam. Happy belated to you too, for sure.
Thank you, namesake. Appreciate that. So yeah. From out of the darkness, we're bringing the light to everybody, and I want to take a moment to kind of give our slam team an opportunity to let everybody know, to introduce themselves, and they want to talk about what to expect, what their experience was like. And it's going to be an interesting conversation, and I think you'll see why when I bring up Project MC's experience versus last year's experience virtually, because it was just crazy. So if we can bring in some of the slam team members, well, maybe we can bring in MC, Saini, and or Nala. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What up? So oh wow, Nala looking cute. What's up with all that?
Greetings.
Oh. So check it out. I'm going to take a moment. I want you guys to introduce yourselves, and then talk about your experience on the slam team. I'm going to start with Saini. Okay. So just introduce yourself, where you're from, and then just talk about your experience a little bit, okay?
Okay. So my name is Saini. I was on the team last year doing the Brave New Voices virtual competition. I'm also a member of Dialect PG Poets. And I would say that this was like a really great like team building experience more than anything. I really enjoyed like just getting to work with you all and bounce ideas off of each other. And it's really just like if you love poetry and you be writing, like you're in the right spot. And we're just gonna work together and we push each other to be better. It's great. I'm excited to work with you all.
Word. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's go to Nala next. And Mazi, just FYI, there's one more poet, Yanina. I don't know if she can fit. Okay, I see one. Okay, page has dropped out. So if you can, bring in Yanina real quick. I want to let her speak also. If you need to kick me out, then you can do that.
Okay, I've been having technical difficulties, but I'm here. All right. So I was a part of Dialect Prince George's as well. So I got to work with Saini, John for a couple years now, and Patrick as well. But I think it was cool to see it outside, like a different environment from everyone else, and getting to know like the team. Oh, you mean getting to know the team and really just spending a lot of time together. Like everybody was really dedicated and we worked hard. And it was also funny because it's like, yeah, we got our work done, but I got to know them like as people and as friends. So we definitely got closer that way and built a bond. So I think overall it's a really like bonding experience. Like you get frustrated together, you get excited about each other's like accomplishments together, and you're down together, but you always build one another up. And as writers, I think that's really important throughout this experience. So I definitely had a fun time, even though it got really frustrating. But even just working with Pat and working with pages and stuff was an experience as well.
Word. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We want to go to I'm gonna save you for last, MC. Go. Let's go to Yanina, and then I'm gonna let MC go. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Yanina. Yeah, just introduce yourself, and then let us know what your experience was like.
Okay. I'm Yanina. It was my first year with Words, Beats, and Life. And it was a great experience. It's been a great experience. It was my first year, like actually competing in the slam, which was it was like really out of my realm to say the least. And every single moment that I got to spend with the team was actually really fun. Like even though it got stressful at times and everything, we still had each other, had our times to laugh, had our crazy times, our cries, our laughs, our madness, everything, every mix of emotions, and it was great. It's one great experience. I loved it all. Having Patrick and Pages there for us was also great. They have helped me a lot grow as a writer and actually come to terms with what I like to do, which is poetry, and actually give more appreciation to what I'm writing. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. MC, you go next, and then I got some questions for y'all real quick.
Can y'all hear me? We Gucci? We straight? Fantastic. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, since it is now 2:15 p.m. I was about to say morning. Again, I go by the name Project MC. I have been working with WBL for quite a minute now. I want to say since 2019, joined the 2019 Slam team. I've been blessed to be able to be part of that Slam team as well as the 2020 Slam team. Working with WBL, it feels like family. Like, I'm not saying that to be cliche or to just throw that word out. No, it literally feels like I'm with my sisters, I'm cousins, I'm with my uncles, Pat and Pages. You know what I mean? Working with them, you definitely go in. The way you come out is very different. As in, your poetry gets fine-tuned, and as great of a poet you thought you was before going in, you come out an even better poet, and you really get to make lifelong bonds with the coaches and the people on your team. Even though this was a virtual experience this year, 2020, it still had that family bonding element that is so crucial when being part of a team. So I'm definitely thankful for it. And though I have, you know what I mean, stepped into a different role, I'm definitely appreciative to just have WL there as a family for me.
Word. Okay. All right. So real quick, because you experienced two versions of Brave New Voices. You physically went 1 year, and then you had this virtual experience. So talk about that.
So going to the 2019, that was my first ever time going to be a part of Brave New Voices. It's, you go in with like, and you hear people tell you all the time, people who already been like, yo, when you go there, it's crazy. You're going to experience a totally different thing. And you just think, hey, y'all just saying this because y'all got promoted. It's just whatever. But then you actually get there and you get to see so many different people, so many different young poets like yourselves from different backgrounds, different ethnicities. And just, like I said, you go in thinking you're already a great poet, and then you meet somebody who's really a dope poet. And it's like, oh, I gotta get like that. That was hot. That was hot right there. And just the energy. It's just, they got a bunch of young teens who are just young and wild and free, all in the same place. It's like, it's the energy is just something different. It's just a different energy, and until you actually get to experience it, even just on the virtual tip, it's still somewhat that same energy, and it's something that's really unexplainable, and you got to experience for yourself. That's all I can really say. You got to just experience it for yourself.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, definitely. You know, as dope as the virtual experience was, the physical in person, experience is 10 times as intense. So I'm excited to see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. B&V comes to Washington D.C. We get this COVID thing, under control by summer. We'll see what happens. Everybody, tell me about your biggest challenge. And I think I know what's going to happen when I ask you this, but tell me about your biggest challenge last year as far as your slam experience, be it the structure of slam, be it your own personal issues. Yeah, so let's go through that. Sandy.
Okay. I guess the biggest challenge would have to be, I guess, like separating, what you gain at like as the experience as a whole from like the competition. I'll just say that. Because yeah, you can get carried away.
Very much so. Okay. Okay, Nala disappeared real quick. We're gonna go for Yanina then. You're up. Oh, there you are, Nala. Well, Yanina and then Nala.
Yeah, just making sure to, like make sure you know what you're gaining and don't confuse it with the competition. Like sometimes it's not, I don't know, fairness, it's not always what you are gonna get. And that's something that was really challenging for me, at least, to accept. But another challenge is probably like getting my mind into the competition, because like I said, it was my first year. But first year, it wasn't, I think there's going to be more experiences to come, but it wasn't that bad for first year. Just fairness was something that I was looking forward to, but we didn't get.
Right. And I'm sure Nala can expand on that. So Nala, let's hear it, Nala.
I had a lot of problems last year, but I just take it all as a growing experience. Okay. Overall, I feel like my biggest problem was the fairness. Time management was a big one, especially like working on graduating and kind of going out of school, and then also trying to juggle like, okay, what are we doing? What are the pieces? I feel like my biggest problem though was coming up with the ideas. Like I feel like that in the beginning, and it's just like, okay, what are we writing about? And then coming to y'all with the ideas, and it's like, okay, well, what exactly do you want to say? So I guess trying to find my voice and find our voice in the midst of doing that, and doing group pieces online is also like very challenging. It was very difficult to figure out because that also took a lot of patience with not only like ourselves but with one another and like technology as a whole. So on top of what everybody else said, that as well.
Okay, yeah, that's a real thing, and fairness is a myth. Fairness is a falsehood in slam, unfortunately. The way the structure of slam is laid out, you would hope that your artistry would stand out, and it would touch people, and it would rise above. But there are a lot of other factors happening in slam. It's the crowd, it's placement, and I'm sure if I brought Pages in here, like he's an OG in this, so he could tell you. There's so many factors that kind of push the artistry kind of to the back when it comes to getting scored. But you never ever let that dissuade you from doing your best. We always say the points isn't the point is the poetry. So with that, I want to meet now. We've met the team. I want to meet some of the other poets, and these people are really talented already. I know some of them, and I'm excited to hear from them. So let me see. I think I'm going to start off with my good friend Jordan. Where is Jordan? Jordan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. I was having like hearing problems. I had to put my AirPods in. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello? Okay.
You're gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You decided to show your face today. Thank you. Okay, nice to see you.
Hi.
All right. So introduce yourself, where you're from, and then let us hear a poem, and kind of tell us about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Jordan. I go by Jojo. That's what I feel comfortable with. Um, I've been doing poetry since I was in 8th grade. I'm 17, and I also sing, and I go to a performing arts school called Northwestern High School in Hyattsville, Maryland. And I am a youth ambassador representing District Heights. And the poem that I decided to speak for y'all today, well, recite for y'all today, is called I'm Innocent. And I wrote that in boy perspective. If the boys that have ever gone through police brutality got the chance to, speak up for what was bothering them. It goes like this. I can't move. The sounds of people around me murmuring him to stop, he wouldn't. Blood soon rushed in my mouth from how hard he slammed his face to the ground, and his knee and my backbones crushing me. As tears start to pour in, blurring the blue and red flashing lights, I have been accused of a crime I wouldn't commit. The only thought in my mind was why wouldn't the lady admit that what they thought I'd attempt was false. An accusation of profiling my color, the mindset that because of what I look like, I automatically take the fall for something so small, yet serious enough to beat me almost half to death. Why wouldn't anyone help me? Was it because of the bag I carried or the way I was dressed? I wasn't sure, but all I know was my intention was to pick up the phone and tell my friend I was on my way. But that wasn't the case anymore. I was no longer capable of moving, walking, or talking. The pain was so unbearable that the more I tried to move, the more and more the pain got worse. Because of how I look, walk into a room and the lady to my left grabs her purse and pulls her child close, assuming that I'm up to no good. Another young black man being taught a lesson that wasn't necessary to learn. What would have been the outcome if the officer didn't assume that I was another thug, but in fact an innocent teenager now a victim of police brutality, discrimination, and profiling? Why is it that the color of my skin affects how I must be treated? Beaten, bruised, incarcerated, damaged, falsely accused. Commit the same crime as the opposite race, yet he gets 2 years and I get life. He gets to go home to see his family. I see my coffin before it's my time. That bright shining light. But if the script was flipped and I was white, I would have gotten off. My voice wouldn't have been silenced, but an apology would have been granted. But in my case, I'm black, so I have the right to remain silent. I just want to be equal. We all bleed the same. Why can't we get along? What could go so wrong? Cut my arms, my blood is red. White and black, we're all the same. They're killing us. Threatened by the color of our skin, what we do so wrong? Beat me down, are you hearing me yet? Hear my mother's cry as she mourns her baby's death. Can you hear it? How many of us have to die before they realize that my life matters too? Am I next? That's all I have.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. Powerful piece. Powerful piece. Powerful piece. So, when did you write that? How long ago did you write that?
I was in my freshman year of high school when I wrote this poem.
Okay. Okay. All right. Have you, like you've seen a lot of stuff happening in the media and in the news and just around you, social media. Did anything change? Like, a lot of times things will happen and you'll end up getting more of the poem coming to you as time goes on. Did you add on to that piece later on, or did it always stay the same?
No, I always tend to go back to this poem. I seem to always add something because there's
Okay.
always something new happening.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those pieces that's kind of writing itself and developing as you go on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're gonna come back and talk to you a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
We're gonna bring in my man Shemar, aka Bass the Poet, next. I want to hear from him.
What's going on?
What's up, brother? How you been?
I've been good. How are you?
Oh man, good. I miss your face, man. It's been a minute, man. Yes. So yeah, real quick, take a moment, introduce yourself. What are you into? What do you do? And then go ahead and spit your piece. All right.
All right. Well, first of all, my name is Shemar Cook, aka Bass the Poet. I am the 2020 Youth Ambassador for Riverdale, Maryland. I go to Parkdale High School. I'm now in my senior year, and I've been doing poetry since I was like, I want to say fifth grade. I've always been writing since then. I'm also a student athlete. Been playing football since I was 5, and yeah, that's all there is to know about me. You want me to go ahead? So I can read my piece now.
Yeah, go ahead, spit.
All right, the piece is called Judgement. I'm not by any means the nicest person in the world. Literally, not at all. But I guarantee I'll be the nicest one you meet. I'm educated, kind-hearted, and if I say so myself, I'm one of the funniest people on the planet. Not to mention, boy be killing it on that poetry. But when I was at an open mic, it hurt when I got hit with those 4 5s. I mean, check it. My whimsical wordplay wonders why it never wavers in weakness and whiffs the wind with watery waste guaranteed on your grass in the morning. I'm due. Any day now to change the world. If don't judge a book by its cover with a person, wait, that's corny. If committing none of the 15 crimes you've already assumed I've done were a people, I guess I'd be the spokesperson. But that doesn't mean it won't happen again. I remember I was at work when I tried to help this white lady with her things, and she backed away from me as if I gave off this threatening persona, as if she was terrified. On the outside, I laughed it off, but the melanin so deep in my bones was screaming. I tried justifying her actions as just being safe until her cold-hearted glare softened as my Asian, skinny, 5'3" manager pierced into her view. My heart of gold became blacker than me. Within seconds, I was pissed. To never be accepted has always been an issue of mine since being bullied in elementary school. Seems easy to fight back when you're my size, but fists have no effect on stones. As I now struggle being a part of society, some of y'all may not understand this, but I'm sick of being watched when I walk into Walmart. That might be funny under a different circumstance, but I'm getting sick of appealing to my better nature, sick of being considered the villain in every story, sick of being the evil in everyone's life. I am sick of being sick and tired of being tired, and don't get me started on being sick and tired. I've grown to understand being black is asking to be an outcast amongst others, and sometimes even your own people. It's why being black was never asked for but bestowed upon. It's why we war with those who It's why we war with those who believe us inferior, because they fear us, beat us, want to beat us, can do everything but ignore us. It's why I believe melanin is truly king. Because if we weren't, why are so many people after the crown?
Yes, that's powerful. Powerful. Definitely you came with the message. You know what? I've seen your poetry kind of grow, over the past year. And it's a good feeling. It's a good look, man. I like your growth. I want to see more of the same. Your topics and your messaging has kind of expanded too. So definitely keep that going, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna come back to you. Let's bring in the homie Dayon. Where is Dayon? Hey, how you been?
Good.
I feel like I haven't seen you in like 2 years.
I mean,
Yo, you doing good?
yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
You holding up through all this COVID BS?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So tell everybody about yourself, where you're from, what you're into, and then just go right into your poem, okay?
Okay. Well, my name is Dayon. I'm 18. I've been writing since I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I graduated from Fairmont Heights High School. But this is my poem called Poetic. Man, look, I gotta be poetic because I've been traumatized extremely too many times. So I advise to stay away from my mind. Sometimes analyze my pain, but it's suffering. Like I've been stabbed trying to stitch this, but you don't know my story. So understanding my pain, you probably won't get it. Because I've been in agony in my heart for years. Therefore, having hope in my heart would be beautiful. Pure as snow that built up, never touched or stepped in, or maybe like a cloud where you can see whatever your eyes perceive and have your own connection and perspective. Intensely, I gotta be poetic to be reflective and protected by the old soul that had a hold that's been disconnected, recklessly deceived and neglected by the darkness in the way of a dark cloud when it storms and too much water comes down and a rapid force in the course where everybody gets hurt. Now it's thrown down in that dark hole, that dark soul, and that bleeding heart. For now, it can become a treasure of unknown work of art. Let's all be poetic, elucidate our minds, have felicity, life of a ballerina, versatile of change, be a poet. Man, you gotta be poetic. That's it. That's my piece.
Yes. Dayon, you have such a flame with you, you know. You definitely remind me of myself when I first started, man. I love your energy. You definitely got to keep on with that.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you so much. Yes. I love hearing your voice. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, so we want to come back to Dayon, and let me see. We have 2 more left. All right, I want to hear from Tanaya. Is that correct? Tanya, where are you?
I'm right here.
All right, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, pronounce your name for me. Make sure I got it right.
It's Tanaya.
Tanaya. Okay, I will never mess it up again. Tanaya. All right. So real quick, I'm gonna jump out of the way. Just tell us about yourself real quick, and then jump right into your piece. All right.
Okay. And just in case I hear background noises, it's my family. I don't want to. But yeah, my name is Tanaya Moore. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. I've been writing poetry since I was like in the 6th grade. So yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. But this poem that I'm about to write, that I'm about to say for y'all, is called The Dark Skin Joke. It's just about like the traumatizing experience that I had about like with colorism growing up and being dark skinned, like my story. Okay. So growing up as a kid, some people would be afraid of the monsters under their beds, but for me, the monster under my bed wasn't under my bed. This monster of mine would walk me to school, doll me up to look presentable, laugh with me, tell me what to think and what to say. So the first time I was aware of my monster, I was in the 5th grade. It was when one of the kids talked about how dark my skin was and how ever be too ugly to find a significant other. And at that moment, I had switched out my tears for laughter, and that's when my monster appeared. From then on, the bullying grew, so did my monster. It went from being this size so tiny you can fit into the palm of your hand into a 7-foot shadow. My monster then adopted the name Darky, Midnight, and Stick. So now when someone tells me I'm beautiful, when I try to convince myself I'm beautiful, my monster is staring back at me, shaking his head no. The voices of my bully, my monster adopted the same voice. A voice so strong that can cause this temple of my body to shut down and become a hostage to my bed. A voice that can stop me from ever trying risky things because I'll always hear an echo of my monster saying, I'm not good enough for this, and you're too dark for this, but why would you even want to try this, and you wouldn't even look good in that. So I'm sorry I don't laugh at your Tanaya, you're so black that I can't even jokes. I'm sorry that I belittle myself because this monster of mine is so possessive with my happiness and loves to be aggressive with the sign languages only I can understand, screaming for me to play with him. I'm sorry that my heart beats sprints like it's on a track field whenever I hear kids laughing at the back of the class because my monster is whispering, picking at my ear, telling me that they're talking about me. I try my best to ignore my monster, but it's hard because he's always been a childhood friend. He's always been controlling and selfish. He may come off mean to you, but I promise once you get to know him, he's cool. No, what I actually mean is I had no choice to be stuck with him all these years. No, what I actually mean is he's just tired of seeing me cry myself to sleep. No, what I actually mean is he just doesn't want me to search up ways on Google of how to get lighter skin. My monster only wants what's best for me, even if it includes not understanding why all of a sudden you used to call my skin shadow, but now it's your favorite color. Even if it includes sometimes canceling my plans because I feel as though you invited me out of pity. But it's been a couple years now since I've heard from my monster because he knows he's no help when it comes to me trying to love my beautiful dark skin. But trust me, he still calls the phone number in my head whenever that you're so black that I can't even joke is brought up in a conversation. That's it. I'm sorry if I was nervous. I'm really nervous right now. I'm like kind of shaking, so I'm sorry.
No, that was great. That was great. And it you know, the the sentiment came through. The sentiment came through.
Thank you.
That monster, you know, that's always chipping away at our self-esteem and our, you know what I mean? Microaggressions from people who don't know any better, and but hey, we rise above that. We rise above that. So I appreciate that. That's a dope piece. Thank you. And last but not least, we have Jamie. Jamie is coming to the stage.
Hi.
What's up, Jamie? How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, terrific. I love you. You come in with the energy, smile, and everything. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm gonna get out the way. Tell us about yourself, and then jump right into your piece. Okay?
My name is Jamie. I'm 18. I'm currently a freshman at Towson University. I graduated from Eleanor Roosevelt High School this March, or May, I think. I do mostly visual art, but I've been writing poetry since about like the 6th grade. This is a poem that I wrote a while back, but I really like to go back to it just to see how I've grown. It's called Wayward Soul Liberation Front. Okay. Gotta take a deep breath first, sorry, okay. Penny for your thoughts? My thoughts are worth a lot more than a penny and you know it. I've written so many poems for her, too many for her, for him, for you. I realize it's about time I wrote one for me, in a universe where I'm exactly who I want to be, in a universe where I am unfazed, where I learn to escape from hungry hands, in a universe where, when I noticed my words drowning in sadistic eyes, I jumped in after them, fished them out, shoved them in your ears, made you listen. In a universe where I don't get words stuck in my teeth, where I'm not a hollowed out house built out of love letters, at first glance full of love, second glance full of wishes, third glance empty. In a universe where I don't label the dandelions taken root in my soul as weeds. In the universe where I ambush my anxiety as it rides upon a chariot of my frightful musings, where the bones crunching under my feet are my victory anthem. In the universe where I don't clog my pores with ideas of heaven, where my hair does not reek of beguiled nostalgia after I wash it in the fountain of youth. Finally, a love letter to me, if I were who I wanted to be, the way my flimsy teeth would make a bulletproof smile, how the thunder of my voice would accompany the lightning bolts of my stretch marks as I stopped turning myself into a party trick. The glorious way in which my truths will spill out of my birdcage lungs. There will be more witnesses than my mere exhale, dissolving into ash carried away by a callous wind. This is to the me in a universe where I do not catapult a sorry from my tongue when you bump into me. But now an honorable mention for current universe me, with pride flags in my bone marrow, love stitched into my esophagus with trembling hands. I am the stars engulfing you if you stare at them for too long. I am the void that shouts back. That's right. I am both the stars and the astronomer, both the hypnotizing mess of heavens frantically trying to make sense of it all. I'm the nonsense poem you have to analyze for English class. I'm the macaroni and glue artwork that you simply have no choice to appreciate, served to you in a trembling child's palm, the scent of glue haunting your nose. I am glitter spilled onto linoleum, a beautiful mess you will never truly be able to clean up. You'll keep finding traces of me, each time thinking you've seen the last bit. But this is an ode to current me, who is most importantly here, still here, after everything.
Dope. So, Jamie, that piece was so smooth and you had a definite attention in your voice. How long did it take you to put that together? Because it was well done.
I think what I did with this piece is I went back through like so many of the other poems I've written, and I picked out my favorite part, and I just sort of like collaged them together.
Ah, okay. So it's kind of the best of, okay. The lines that kind of resonated with you. I like that. I've done that before, and it's a lot of fun. You kind of get a little gumbo, so to speak, of poetry. Definitely. I want to hear more from you. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to get everybody else that I just spoke with and ask them a question. What do you look for in a performance poem? What do you look for in a good performance piece?
Gotta think about that. I think like it's kind of hard to put into words, but I guess like energy. I think energy is probably the most important thing and maybe like the hardest thing to curate. Yeah, I think like energy and just this sense of like wanting to be understood.
Okay. There are so many like elements. You know, some people like to have a commanding voice. Some people look for a great writing, a good storyteller, dexterity. You know, like Megan. Megan is got really good, command of. Uh-oh, my screen is off. All right, can y'all see me? Am I good?
I can't see you.
No? Huh. It might be my connection. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking then. I don't know. Yeah, my screen seems to be fine on my end. But anyway, sometimes there are poets who have a nice voice. There are poets who are imaginative and can create all these worlds, and some are just cool. So I want to ask everybody the same question, and you guys just go around and tell me what makes a great performance or slam poem to you. to you? Let's start. Dayon.
Hello. Well, I would say energy as well. I would say energy and just the way you give out the the way you give your poetry out to people, how they understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so yeah, basically how the energy you give and how you say it, the tone and the depth and all of that, the depth. So yeah.
Okay. So like how you connect. It sounds like you're talking about connection.
Yeah.
Just speaking in a way that really reaches people. Okay. All right. I like that. Let's see. Tanaya, what do you think? What makes a great performance or slam poem to you?
To me, I think it's like mainly about how you deliver your poem. Like for me, I like watching like poetry, like like emotion. It's very entertaining. Yeah, I can be on like this. But like yeah,
Okay. We had a little bit of a connection issue with you. I think there was a little
say
bit of slow down and speed up. Yeah, with your voice. Can you try to say it again? Let's see if it works this time.
okay. I was just saying how like to me, I think it's like the delivery and like how you can but like I just that's what fascinating to watch and it sounds like you're
Okay, all right. The same thing kind of happened again, but it's okay. We're going to work on that. It might be a phone or a connection issue, so we're going to work with you on that later. Okay. So stay close. Don't go too far, Tanaya. Let's see. Oh, these two. Okay. Jordan, let's go with you.
Okay. To me, what makes a good performance is like the emotion behind it. Like, if you can draw the crowd in and make us feel your pain through just your words and how you are reciting the poem, it's like that gets me. That like gives me goosebumps. That's what makes like the poem better. You know.
Is anyone talking? Because everything just cut out. Oh, it's just me. Well, for me, I say what makes a good performance piece is the it's gone. But for me, what I say makes a good performance piece is the originality. What separates you from every other poet that performed the piece. Because I notice sometimes when we're writing poetry, depending on who you are, like sometimes you may like if you're not all the way confident in your piece, you may hear someone else's and you sit and you're like, oh, that sounds great. I should sound like them. And then we end up caught and we end up copying each other, we end up copying each other and then everybody sounds the same. And you could very well write an amazing piece, but since it sounds like everyone else's, it takes away from whatever message you were trying to give in the first place. The best, so which is why I feel what makes you different is what makes your performance piece the best. When you keep it to your style, when you keep it to your tone, how you like to do your poetry, that's what makes the greatest performance pieces, in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one thing I just want to say to everybody who just spoke. old poets and the newer ones, you know, everybody had their own idea of what made a great performance piece or a great slam piece. And that is why slam is so tricky and so seemingly arbitrary and you know, can lead to disappointment if you put all of your hopes on it. You know, some people are looking for wordplay. Some people are looking for extensive vocabulary. Some people want a wide range of intricate topics. Some people like imaginative poems. Some people like for you to keep it real. Somebody wants to be relatable. Some people like the, you know, dexterity of you know, how you manipulate, you know, the words and your vocals. Some people, you know, just like for you to freestyle off the top. So there's so many elements to what make a good, you know, a poem, you know, good to somebody. So your best bet is to not worry about that and just be authentic. Always just be authentic and tell your story. Your story is going to connect and resonate with somebody, and that's what you want. So, you know, I want to, you know, I want to thank all of you guys for coming up. Jordan, Bass the Poet, Dayan, Tanaya, and Jamie. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are dope, and I want to hear more from you. I was talking to Mozzie, and we're creating some programming right now for Words, Beats, and Life that may include a writing workshop, you know, which is, you know, a bit beyond, you know, the poetry slam, you know, realm, but hopefully, you know, if you're interested, we can talk about that. Maybe we can get that going on, because everybody can benefit from, you know, making their poetry better, even me. So with that, I want to tell you guys that we have several poetry slams coming up in 2021. We're going to have once a month, we're going to slam. And also, Mozzie, I don't know if Pages is still around. If so, bring him back in. But we have a couple of poetry slams that we're going to have. Were you about to say something? Once a month. The end of each month, we're going to have poetry slam every Sunday. So on Sunday, January 31st, on Sunday, February 28th, on Sunday, March 28th, and on Sunday, April 25th. Each Sunday, last Sunday of the month, we are going to have a poetry slam, and hopefully I see all of you there. Those participants have a chance to become part of the 2021 Words, Beats, and Life DMV Youth Poetry Slam team. And yeah, you will be joining Saini, you will be joining Yanina, and you will be joining Nala. MC, unfortunately, is aged out. He'll be 20 by the time BMV. Oh, there they go. So we can all wave bye-bye to MC. Bye, MC. Oh.
Hi, guys. It's been real.
But definitely, no, you're not going anywhere, because you're going to be helping us with the team. I'm quite sure you're a family always. So yeah. We'll talk about that later. Yanina gone? She's gone. Okay. But yeah, please save those dates. And I think there's going to be, we have a flyer to share with you all, so we'll put that on display. January 31st, February 28th, March 28th, and April 25th. Okay, is that it right there? Oh, what's up? All right. So yeah, please save those dates. And yeah. I don't have anything else for y'all. If you guys have any parting words as far as to our poets that you guys just heard, you know, any wishes of good luck, any critique, whatever you want to say, please do so. I'm gonna shut up.
You guys are in for quite the thrill ride. Don't worry, just enjoy the ride. It's gonna be a ride. But just enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the ride.
Okay, I just want to say that to all the poets that performed, I'm really proud of you all. Just like the fact that you came on here and you recited your poem on like a live platform, like that's really scary for a lot of people. So you're super brave for that. And I really enjoyed hearing you all's pieces. I could feel the emotions with y'all. Like I was here with y'all. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys wanted to share space with us. And I hope to keep seeing y'all.
I guess I'll just say that I'm excited to work with you all and have a new dynamic on the team. It's gonna be interesting. Like Majan said, it is a wild ride. You're going to feel a lot of emotions, but I think I'm most excited to get to know you all as people, what are your dislikes and likes. I think that's also brought our team together really well. And I think you love working with us because we're pretty funny. So we're pretty funny, and we do work hard and we do push each other to the best of your abilities, and we know you guys always do y'all. We're really, really proud of y'all.
I just want to say thank you for performing. It was great listening to you guys, and like everybody else said, get ready for the ride, buckle up, and I'm really excited.
All right, so that's it. Again, I'm Patrick Washington. 2021 DMV Youth Poetry Slam Team is in effect. So everybody get ready. I'm gonna leave y'all with the flyer for a minute or two so y'all can take screenshots or whatever y'all need from that. So yeah, I see you guys on the flip. Gone.
To the SP 1200, the blue light bulb, to the board, the engineer's hands, and the limited well of patience. Hallelujah to everybody say ho, amen to all the ladies say ow. Thank God for make money, money, make money, money, and bless every hand that was ever put in the air. In your name, we pray. Some ideas, they shake you out of your sleep like when a toddler creeps. Totality of the deep, the mere thought of an unconscious manifestation carried out with the beat. Positive charged protons creating neural explosions. Time hiccups when fingers and pads touch. Dead air smiles because it knows what's coming. The countenance of the clock claps hands. The choreography of the knot slaps jams. And you be like, who made this? Vertebrae responding to the call so bad they make a B-girl curve the wall.